This module will focus on planning. First, let's decide where the network unit and small cell should go. This is usually governed by the install requirements of the small cell and its cabled GPS antenna. If the GPS antenna is supplied with a long cable, then the small cell may be mounted further inside the building. The network unit and small cell must be mounted side by side within reach of the supplied cables using a QUATRA small cell interface kit. You will also need to identify a power outlet near the network unit within reach of its power supply cable, or have an outlet installed. Up to 4 network units may be connected to the interface using additional hardware. Contact your installer for more information. Next, decide where coverage units should go and how many will be needed to blanket the area, or just fill in service where needed. Coverage per unit is larger for open areas and smaller for areas with more signal-reducing structures like walls. Try and pick open areas well off the ground. The coverage table in the user manual will help you estimate coverage area per unit, and you may have a mix of different area types. Don't worry if your solution isn't perfect. The table is a little conservative, and you can always leave some extra cable length at each coverage unit in case you want to move them later. You could simply plan to run new dedicated LAN cables between the network unit and each of the coverage units, and you're done with your plan. Cables must be a Cat5e or better and gigabit 1000 base T compliant. Or you might want to save some cable costs by reusing existing LAN cables if they can be dedicated or not pass through active Ethernet devices such as routers and switches. Passive patch panels are okay. In this example, the network unit and small cell are placed in an IT closet for access to the existing network cabling, and only short patch cables are needed at either end to connect the coverage units to the network unit. If any cable is longer than 100 meters, one QUATRA range extender may be used to expand a coverage unit cable to 200 meters. It is designed to work with QUATRA signaling. Off-the-shelf extenders will not work. Also, plan to connect the LAN management port on the back of the network unit to your local internet. This connects the system to the Wave portal in the cloud and is required for real-time monitoring and alarm notifications. Your plan is now complete. You have surveyed the building, decided where to place the network unit and where to place coverage units, and decided the best dedicated cable routing option between the network and the coverage units. Your plan also considered whether new cables or repurposed LAN cables will be used to connect coverage units, and whether any QUATRA range extenders would be needed if any coverage unit cable needs to be extended up to 200 meters.